Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. And if you don't know, now you know. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Used to raw G's, Lucy Beach, it's the freak. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. Funk master flex love. And if you don't know, now you know. Star ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a trick, same number, same hood. It's all good. It was all a dream.
Watch this.
And if you don't know, now you know. And if you don't know, now you know. All that they trust. All that they trust. All that dangerous. Ain't too many people with us. Operational fight one. What you gonna do? Fight or run? Dangerous. All that dangerous. All that dangerous. No furious, no furious. Ain't too many kids bang with us. Operational fight one. What you gonna do? Fight or run?
Bandidos, what up? Happy Tuesday, beginning of a Division 2 week. We are back at it to take on week 10 of the Scouts. Can you believe we're here? It's insane if you think about it. So, yeah, Manhunt is 11 weeks this season, unless they extend it. Wouldn't be surprised because last month or last season it was 16 weeks before we got the Manhunt. They might just be pushing the Manhunt a little earlier so that we get some time to enjoy it before the next season starts, which I think is smart. And if that is the case, I hope they do it next season too. So yeah, one more week. So we're finished out this week, and next week, in theory, if it goes like it did last season, you would complete Scout 11 and it would unlock the rest of the Manhunt. Probably the whole series, a bunch of tasks, and then into the final climax mission where we'll get the new exotic backpack, which is sort of like a healer concept, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so we want to make sure we're ready for that. Also, what I want to do here is post the Discord link, because I want to make one video before Tuesday, next Tuesday, of the community's top picks for the Manhunt specifically. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know what we're going to encounter, but we know the modifiers. And so we know those will be part of it. So what I'll probably do is create a video maybe highlighting up to 5 really good builds for the Manhunt, which would be a lot, but we'll kind of just condense it so we can cruise through it. Not show a ton of gameplay, but just more walk through the builds. So if you guys are down for that, I would love your ideas in the same place we post our current season builds, our favorite builds on Discord. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to post the Discord link here. Let me just do the command here for Discord. Let me grab that. I'll pin it to the top, and then I'll just write some instructions real quick on what we're looking for. So drop your recommended build for climax mission. On master. And build showcase. I'll just drop the general link to Discord because some people just need to get in there for the first time. And then we'll do a special video for that. But just the reason why is because the reason why I want to do it this way is because I've already done like a builds of the season, the builds for the season, you know what I mean? Like my top 5 recommended builds for the season or whatever. So you've already, I mean, my recommendation wouldn't really change. I think that's my pick. I mean, I think the only thing I'd add probably to it is the option for, I guess what is this handbasket build, you know? So anyways, so we got a couple of days. We don't got a lot of time on this one, but if I can get that video out for the weekend, that would be ideal. And again, you don't have to create something unique for these, right? It's just like, hey, this is the build I'm going to rely on for the master difficulty climax mission. That's it. You know what I mean? Group, solo, doesn't matter. But it doesn't have to be something like, hey, I invented this build, or it's the most creative build that I could come up with. None of that bullshit. It's just like, hey, this is what's going to get me through it. This is what I'm hoping is going to get me through it, because we don't know. So tried, true, and reliable is against the content that we already have. You know what I mean? So I'd love your guys' help there. I'll go ahead real quick before we move on. Let me go ahead and create a post on YouTube. Highlighting your builds for the climax mission. All right, let me just put an image on this. All right, so that's out. The post is up too, in case people missed this stream. Yeah, it's a good time, man. It's a good time. I think it's probably the best time to be jumping into the Division 2 in a really long time. We have, it's sort of make it or break it in a way for the Division 2, in a good way. You know what I mean? Because the Division 2, I think, is about to be put up against maybe one of the most difficult tests that it's had in a very long time. The reason why is because they've been pretty content with sitting on the sidelines for many years. And now we got Ubisoft really needs to make everything count at this stage, right? They invested in this DLC that took them apparently 3 years to do. And they want it to hit. We all want it to hit, you know, and I think they did a pretty good job. It's relatively conservative. So I can't imagine people not liking it. I think one of the things is it going to have the depth that we appreciate about this game and hope for replayability? I think that's probably the feedback that is going to be most critical with this DLC. Outside of that, it's an interesting time because this is all happening amongst a bunch of other shit that's happening. So like in the gaming industry, we got the Dune Awakening, which is going to compete with this game. I don't know if you've seen that. It's more on the survivalist, but it is a looter, an open world looter, and it looks pretty fucking cool. Yeah, there's some stuff going on with the Destiny stuff. Good point. I've been following it loosely. I've just been seeing people talking about it. There's Doom also coming out in May. Arc Raiders, I don't know if you guys are seeing that shit. That one's hitting fucking hard. I mean, it's eclipsing Marathon. That game is absolutely sick. It is like what the Dark Zone wished it could be. I'll just put it that way. It's like what Heartland, it would have crushed Heartland. You know, I'm almost thinking like Heartland saw Arc Raiders and then threw in the fucking towel. I think that's what happened. That game, I don't know if you guys are seeing that shit. It fucking looks sick, man. And I'm not a big PvP VE guy. I mean, it's the Dark Zone, right? That's what the Dark Zone is. Go and extract, but this has got obviously a full world built around the Dark Zone, so it's more than that. But that game is looking absolutely sick, you know. Personally, I have to test myself and my stamina in a extraction shooter and see how long I can play one without getting bored, right? But it's got skill trees. The PvE side of it looks pretty fucking cool. You're fighting bots, like actual like drones and shit. Love it, love it. Even the PvP side of it, it doesn't look like, it's not like how do I say, cheesy like the Division 2, where everybody's running shield builds and they go face to face. I mean, we don't know, maybe there'll be a meta that emerges, obviously, but like, you know, it's just much more tactical and you know, it's crazy. It's looking really fucking good. The graphics are amazing. The shooting looks like it's hitting hard. So I think that game is gonna be aces. I think aces. And Marathon, I think, could be hit or miss. You know, hit or miss, you know. We'll see about that one. But anyways, there's all these games coming out, and the Division is landing right in the midst of that with its DLC. And so the question is, can it invite new players, bring players back, and then retain them through this? And if it does, because this is a good game, right? This is a good game. But if they can maintain momentum, that's all they got to do. They don't need a magic fucking formula, right? In the Division, the game's already good. It is proven good. These guys, when they were playing, these guys you've never heard of, but they're big streamers and content creators. When they were playing Ark, they said it reminds me of Division. You know, they gave him the Division vibes and stuff like that. And they're saying that about some of these other games too, including Dune. So like, that's some direct competition. You know what I mean? So if these guys don't have to do anything different, they don't have to create a back-to-back DLC or anything crazy like that. All they have to do is stay consistent with the launch of the DLC. So launch it, keep giving us updates, make sure we have a full calendar. You know what I mean? And maybe pivot a couple of times if they see the player base drop a little bit and start pumping in some events, some additional events. I would start doing that now. You know what I mean? I mean, if I was them, I'd be like looking at that content calendar and I'd be like, let's go ahead and start like adding some more shit because we got a lot of competition, and let's make this fire. You know what I mean? They know they're gonna have the competition. It's no fucking surprise. You know, build it up. I would like take that, for example, that mask and push it up closer so that it's not part of the Manhunt. You know, as an example, get people excited about it. You know. No, I didn't hear that about that, but I know they posted another job posting. I'm sure somebody will make a whole video about it. Hey, they put up a job posting on the Division 3. Let me talk 16 minutes about it. You know, because that's content. What up, Sarah? Yeah, it does have, Marathon does have a little Lego tech feeling to it, doesn't it? I mean, I like the art style, but like when you're in the world, it kind of feels that it needs to be fleshed out more. They did comment on that, saying that people really enjoyed the buildings and all the stuff indoors, but the outdoors needed a lot of work. And they said that there's many more iterations to go through. So let me just reset the map here. The climax reward is a healer backpack. Basically, that gives you perks for reviving, including faster revives. Okay, Manhunt project. So it looks like this is the Ivy Tunnel, from what I could see. It isn't Constitution Hall. So that's what I'm guessing. 3-letter word starts with the I and a V. So, so I'm deducing it to this one. New mask. Oh, the other mask. Yeah. There's a few masks. There's a bunch of hunters masks, and then I think next season we get 2 masks, don't we? There's the exotic one. There's an exotic holster next season. Yeah, there's 2 exotic masks next season. One that you'll get with the DLC, so one will probably come up front. So there's that. There's that. And then donate right on Reaper. Thanks for that. I don't see the point. Oh yeah, that's right. We got the reflex scope on this. Oh, it's still a little shy, isn't it? So these are all off. What are we running here? Not this. Not that. Not this. Let's go to put on. No. Yes. None of these really make sense for what we're doing. Ooh, we got a head. Rare.
Reinforcements en route.
My backup.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Are they stuck? I don't see anybody. Fuckers. This Ivy's been kind of buggy for like 6 years now. 6 out of 7 years. Yeah, Alan. Yeah, that's what we were talking about just a few minutes ago. Basically, the builds that I created a week or so ago will be the same ones that I would recommend. So I want to get some fresh ideas from the community. Because I'm sure we're going to see the chameleon. I'm sure we're going to see the pestilence in there, which is cool, which is great, you know. But I want to give you guys some fresh takes too.
Guard duty. I like the look of that.
Moving in from cover. I got you.
Friendly combatants nearby.
That showed up. I'm still alive.
Where do you guys think this season's going to be at? It's a massive mission. One of them's supposed to be in Roosevelt Island. I think that might be next season.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
The chameleon's pretty good. That's probably going to change next season once you get that mask, though, you know?
Enough wasted time. Let's go.
I'm looking forward to putting preservation on my assault rifles. Or especially my snipers rifles. There's so much you're going to be able to do. I don't know. I mean, the other way you could do it is double stack your damage talents there, because armor on kill on your build is pretty easy to come by.
Promoted to group leader.
You know, so
You are now group leader.
we have,
Another agent.
what do you
is
call
now
it?
in your
Palisades and Bellstone and Memento, so much bonus armor.
Unlocked.
Might decide, but you know what? I'll just go double damage because, or utility. Like reload speeds and
Friendly
stuff like
combatants
that.
detected.
That's also cool. Fast hands or something like that on your build. Let's gather intel from locals in Constitution Hall. Donate. All right, that's an easy one. Good heads up on that.
We're good.
Right on you, Lux. Yeah, we're just kicking back, ticking on a list. Let's see, did I give it?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have
All right,
to
there's
worry
2 out of
about
3.
supplies anymore.
This one's easy, thank God. Blah blah blah. Valuable blanket in Constitution Hall. Probably a bounty, huh? Valuable target. Yeah, target. That's get. That's part of target.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going out.
Yeah, Chameleon's good though. I do like it. Those high RPMs feel really good right now. I'm gonna miss our RPM boost next season. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna miss it. I mean, that crit damage is pretty crazy high that you can get, but we've run high crit damage builds before, and you definitely get some diminished returns. It's pretty apparent. Like, you can get your backfire build 450 or whatever, and that's pretty fucking high. Yeah, that sucks that they do that, right? These limited time gear
combatants
pieces,
nearby.
Bear. I'm not a fan of that. It's so annoying. It's so annoying because everybody's like, when am I gonna get that piece? You know, it's bad for them too, because everybody's fucking asking, right? They created a headache for themselves also. Now they have to answer that fucking question 1 bazillion times. You know, I don't think it was supposed to be live. I think it's supposed to be dropping. They said it was on
Friendly supply convoy.
X,
detected.
but never
Target
happened.
is near you, Agent.
And if so, they should at least, you know, give it like a purchase capability or something, you know? Really, bro? Thinking about it, huh? There's an awkward silence in your death there, buddy.
Got a hostile on my flag. Down.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
These turrets are fucking annoying. Fucking behind me. God. Okay, where'd they go? This way. There's a downstairs entrance, isn't there? We just run by it. Yeah. This way, Ulux. If you happen to see a medkit, let me know.
Right there. Make a mistake, asshole.
Vital signs critical.
Not much longer like this.
I appreciate you, Ulux.
Try to heal from this.
You dropping tips while you're killing fools?
Running.
Coordinated than I am.
Ha! That's my boy!
That's the target agent.
Good kill. Ah, there's an armor kit. Oh, they're back outside? Alright. Looks like they're underground still. Don't they? Where'd you go? How did you get there so fast? Oh, the hole in the wall? Yeah. They do things in Monterrey much faster, huh? The slow northerners.
Target spotted. Target neutralized. Good work.
See if we can bust through that.
You got the target. Nice.
The Nemesis is useful. Don't let anybody tell you different.
your target. Target neutralized. Good work.
This guy's still alive down there. Look at him. Is he trying to headbutt you? He survived a lot of damage.
I don't know why Casso deleted the rest of the
Good job,
recording.
Ulux. We did
was
it.
Just an hour of Faye and Bridget eating tacos.
That was the easiest one we've had all fucking season, I'll tell you. Some of these have been a big pain in the ass. I wasn't looking forward to this. Yeah, I used all my armor kits on that stairs, those turrets.
Friendly control point nearby.
Spawn, yeah, this is the Yannick
You earned
spawn.
yourself another bounty.
That's right.
Well done.
You guys ever doing it? Can we do it here? What do we gotta do? Jumping jacks? Jumping jacks. There we go. That's not it. Fucking chose jumping jacks. God damn it. It's annoying. Jumping jacks. This is this. There you go. Should blink red if we get it right. You might be needing to stand right where I am here. There it is. Yannick, the beast.
Hostile airburst seeker mine detected. Hostile striker drone detected.
You're basically running a hunter-killer build with that. Ooh, he just took one to the head. He's strong.
An agent needs assistance.
Good decoy. Fucker. There he is. That's Yannick. I feel like all the characters look like Yannick. You guys ever notice that? You know, the dudes that they have like in the trailers and stuff like that? Like a lot of them look like Yannick. Yeah, he's very tanky and he hits hard. Yeah, he hits hard. Easy to distract him though. Get him with the chem launcher. They should evolve him into a hunter. M700 carbon, yeah. This is a good, very good sniper too. Steady. His loot was shit. Oh, I forgot that loot over there. Yeah, so he uses... What does he use again? Explosive Seeker. And a sticky bomb, maybe? Or did he have a drone?
Detected. Friendly control point in proximity.
So, all right, we're done. Ready for week 11. Wow, that's crazy. Bring it on. Let's go find something else to kill. See what our map looks like real quick. Loot wise. Striker, Uzina, Brazos, backpacks. This wouldn't be bad here. Still need some refactor pieces. All right, let's go to Xena, get a Xena. Yeah, Rob, I think it's looking pretty good. It's looking like it's a great game. The aesthetics are nice.
Nearby.
I'm excited for it. I might have a key, but they don't tell you until the day it launches, which will be tomorrow. So we'll see. Oh, do you Lux? That's great, man. You should make sure you're in Discord. I think more and more every week, people are going to be wanting to do the raid for that Eagle Bear. Yeah, I'll do another video on it. I have a video on it already, but they just released a bunch more footage. And if I do the alpha, fingers crossed. Let's see here. What do I need to do? Overcharge. And then let's go.
Reinforcements incoming.
The audio's all fucked up again. Need more XP for this. You don't know me like that. Get back, get back. Yeah, did I tell you guys I'm working on the gamer music playlist? Fingers crossed. We should have it in time for the climax mission, that's for sure.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
So we can jam out to it.
Sometimes it's a little too quiet.
You scared him into his hole, huh?
Hostile broadcast picked up. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Somehow on that boss, it took my head up there. Come on, buddy. Damn. Hard to kill that dude.
Serious trauma detected.
I lost my headshot again. They just disappear.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Were they vanishing before your eyes there, you Lux? I mean, that's the advantage of running some sort of
Supply room
scope. The
access
4X
unlocked.
isn't quite enough for me. I wish I had the 8X with better crosshairs, but I guess it can't be
Nearby
perfect.
location guarded by hostiles.
Yeah, so Ulox is saying that he's running the raid. If any of you guys need help, make sure you send him a message. Should we take something a little more difficult?
Black Tusk took the antivirals to their stronghold at Tidal Basin and are planning to move them to a more secure location. We need you to recover them before that happens. We've ID'd a weak point in the perimeter of the base that should get you inside. We'll have a helo on standby to extract the antivirals once you secure them.
Everybody's probably playing Hollywood. I tried playing Hollywood. I was just like, oh, it felt boring. Anybody else feel like that?
Civilians in danger.
Explosive builds aren't that exciting. They're helpful, but I don't actually look forward to running them in this game for some reason. Yeah, it's coming. They just put up another job posting for it. That makes you feel any better. You know, we're several years out. They're hiring narrative people, so you're leaving in 5 minutes. All right, that's good, bro. It's all good. Then let me cancel this. Let's do another control point then. You got it, Bear. Thanks for swinging by, man. It's been a few years since we've seen you, hasn't it? Did you take a little bit of break, or how long of a break did you take if you took one?
Another agent has joined your group.
You picked the wrong depth.
Take the fight to them. Get crowded here.
Get out of the way, dude. Weird civilian. Get out of here, you rat.
What the fuck? I'm coming for you, motherfucker.
God damn. Did she heal through that fast? Is that why she doesn't die?
What are they carrying? No!
Heavily armored hostile detected.
It's over! I'll track you down!
They were smart. They would escape. No escape, huh?
detected. Immediate medical assistance needed.
Get the hell back!
What a wonderful goddamn day to be alive.
You shouldn't have messed with us.
So we did have a little bit of an Overwatch, huh?
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Clear. District Union?
Supply room access
All right.
unlocked.
This is a 3-piece hotshot with the turmoil. And then we're building around the handbasket.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Yeah, so headhunter in the chest. It sounds better when there's audio. But, you know. Can't have it all. Yeah, are you creating it now? Go to create it now. Or are you saying in 10 minutes?
Civilians in distress.
Ten minutes? That's pretty short. Well, if we're gonna do it in 10 minutes, I better change my build. And then I need to make sure I got the assault rifles scheduled on it. Hold on. They're quiet about it, Daniel. They say it's going to be released, but by the time it comes out, people are gonna be like, "Who gives a fuck?" You know what I mean?
Wait.
I mean, I don't care at this stage. Personally.
Agent down.
I need to change my thing to method. So.
Fucking hell, I'm burning!
Vital signs critical.
Fuck is that tank? Oh my god.
Agent down. Agent killed.
Coming upon you!
An agent needs assistance.
Those tanks won, huh? Let's try that again.
Deploying drones now.
Yeah, they got the other one too, right? It's coming out at the same time. The Rainbow Six Siege one. But I'm not really sold on it. When I play it just to figure out what it's all about, but I'm not that excited to play the Division
Agent down.
on a mobile phone. You know what I mean? Like, just not.
You've got your objective.
Bigger the screen, the better kind of game. You know what I mean? All right, now we're ready. Tried to heal through that shit.
Enemy spotted. On your feet.
Created one of them, yeah. We got a bunch. Lots of people out there for the community. Good job running that shit. While I'm over here doing videos. I don't really participate in the management. Fortunately, I don't have the time. So I've delegated to wonderful people out there. Get her done.
Got their range!
Sometimes my armor breaks and nothing breaks my armor, like right there. Like nothing broke my armor. But it broke anyways. The Chunga died and it counted the Chunga's death as like something that hurts me. Which is weird. You liking that too, Fahrenberg? Yeah, a lot of people are saying that. It has that old, that feeling, right? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Started out as a PvP, looter shooter. PvE, I mean. It's been interesting to see if it went all that way. Yellow guys are squiggly. They managed to find their way out. Yeah, it is the dark side. I was saying it's like the dark. It's like the Dark Zone's wet dream. You know what I mean? Because the Dark Zone has a lot of potential. The problem is our gear just doesn't work in the Dark Zone. There's too much to balance. Lose it. Oh, I lost it. Fuck. What happens when you don't have your fucking ground?
Another agent is now in your group.
Yeah, I think it'll be huge. It's because they've hit all the good points. You know, the question is, yeah. I think everybody's gonna have the same question about this game. You know, it is an extraction shooter. That is the downside of it, you know? They're very hit or miss. I mean, it takes a certain kind of player to really stay with it. But it looks hella cool. I mean, I gotta say, it looks cool. It doesn't look so punishing the PvP side, you know? I mean, you're gonna squabble every time, but it looks like there's so much PvE to worry about, where Marathon kind of had the same thing, but it didn't. You know, Marathon was just like, yeah, I don't know. It's just a different type of engagement. The PvP was there. They were also bots, but
I'm reloading here. They're going for it.
this is actually probably a pretty good mission for those 13%. Those fucking grenades at me, buddy. What do you guys think? 17 minutes? What do you mean directives? Did I decide against the directives? I don't always run directives. I don't really prefer them.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
This one guy hides here.
Vital signs critical.
I
Agent
don't know how I'm down. I guess I was
incapacitated.
on overcharge.
Agent vital signs 0.
Oh, like, yeah, when I'm XP farming, I don't generally just play for extra XP, just because I don't really need it. But when I am XP farming, I turn them on for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I try to go all 5 directives. And then I put on an XP farm build. When I'm looking for XP, like, I'm usually all about it. You know what I mean? I'll put on an XP farm build, turn on all 5 directives, run efficient missions, kind of do this little loop thing. Yeah, it's
Agent
pretty
down.
fucked up that they, you know, Heartland could have been the thing, you know? Could have been the thing. They did, that's what Heartland was, you know?
Detected.
They're having a hard time taking down the tank. Jesus.
Agent killed.
I need one more. Sorry, GPS. Come on. Fuck.
Agent out of action. Serious trauma detected.
The fuck? It's like getting
Agent
one tap?
deceased.
Weird. Like 3 times in a row, basically.
Agent down.
It's because of that chunga right there. He's got that shit. He cleaned fucking house.
You've got your objective. Don't let anything stand in your
What
way.
up, Tank?
Vital signs critical.
The fuck was that?
Agent
He
down.
landed that fucking grenade.
An agent needs assistance.
Yeah.
Agent vital signs 0.
I'm using Striker.
Agent down.
Yeah, Striker, Chameleon.
Agent out of action.
Man, those gloves get you killed sometimes. You see that shit? I'll get that recorded. I mean, nothing hit me. There was like this giant explosion, but it was my gloves exploding. It saved my butt a lot though, so it sucks. But that happens every now and again. That sucks. Of course, I don't have my other fucking gloves with me right now. It's so irritating. Oh yeah, totally glory. Bunch of new stuff coming. Devs trying to rev their engines around here, you know?
Back off!
What up, NGN? What is good? Get your hours set right now? It's gotta be, what, a New Zealand, or, yeah, New Zealand's gotta be like 24 hours ahead of us right now. Something like that, right? Must be maybe like, is it like around 9 p.m. your time? PM. Totally working right now. Yep. Back in the days when I was growing up, we didn't have jobs where you can watch streams. It didn't exist. You whippersnappers. Sometimes you have to look backwards, that's right. Right on, Glory, to get into it, man. We're here for you. I'm doing a whole new player walkthrough too. I'm just not doing it tonight because we had a manhunt we had to complete.
Take a look. Here they are.
Why is my overturn not working? You fucking bitch, yeah, game. See how I just lost my armor?
Assistance needed.
I mean, it's possible something blew up next to me, but it's also annoying because it puts that thing on cooldown and it's not there when I need it.
Serious trauma detected.
That guy. See, I just lost my armor again. Get rid of these gloves somehow. I'll just run contractors or something. Did I have them? Yeah. Sucks though, because that was my armor. Reload. B!
Did we just become best friends? Welcome to the Players Club.
Thank you, brother B. God damn it.
Detected. Agent incapacitated. Immediate medical assistance needed.
Fuck did you end up way over here?
Agent down.
Oh. It would have been an interesting modifier. Oh man, wouldn't get very far. You'd maybe make into the second room. I don't know. Yeah, these modifiers are kind of glitchy when you're playing in group, aren't they? A lot of little things like that, or not just the modifiers. I mean, the exotic gloves, because that doesn't really happen when you're solo. The whole walk around with the fucking time bomb on your wrist. That's basically what it is. Every 90 seconds, we're gonna blow you up using your own watch. The other little bug is like when you reset, when you go down, you lose your active modifier, like it disengages. Then you gotta go on that 50-second cooldown. Nobody. Take a step back, and literally fuck your own face. What did he say? Something like that, right? That is such a fucking hilarious movie, man. Like, the part where he's got the dude punch him in the face is really fucking funny. Tom Cruise is classic in that. Tom Cruise is just a good fucking actor, I'm gonna say, man. He's a good actor, bro. Normally I'd be running the pulse here, but and we'd be having all sorts of crowd control.
Serious trauma detected. Vital signs critical. Agent out of action.
I've seen people down teammates in the base of operations. There was a weird bug going around where you could do that. Assistance needed. Almost bled out there. Huh? few locks to save the day. Oh, appreciate you, B, upgrading to hardcore.
Ha! That's my
Just in time
boy.
because I am working on a new playlist. Where am I? Oh, here we go. And hardcore gets to jam out to some Players Club playlists. This will be episode 18.5 technically. Hour long. Around that. Around that.
We expecting a patrol?
Hostile civilian target.
Serious trauma
Fortunately.
detected.
She got that fucking drone off, didn't she? That's the one you gotta get to. She should have been covered. Break this motherfucker. There it is. Good job, guys. Ooh, we got an exotic. You think it's the little bighorn? No, it's a cache. I guess that was the thing of the week, huh? Let's see if we got any 13%ers in here to give away. No. Just having to walk away a lot of these. All right, we got a watch point. Only 16,000 more of those to do. I gotta get rid of some stuff here.
An agent has left your group.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's different. I had to change shit too. It's all good. It was fun.
An agent is no longer in your group.
Appreciate you, man. Let's do it again sometime. I accidentally hit the wrong fucking button, so I didn't get to see how long that took us. Good there. Get 2 of your favorite weapons, I guess, huh? Have to go farm a couple extra weapons. You do it frantically. Right on. Alright, I'm gonna swap back to my... That doesn't look right. No. Yeah, those gloves. That's a shame about these gloves, though, that they do that. There's this weird armor break thing. I don't really experience it when I'm solo. It's only in group. So sometimes, like, what I'm noticing is a lot of times it has to do with chungas. Like, something like the chunga's chest plate will break, and then it treats it as if I broke my armor. I mean, I don't exactly know what it is, but something like that. And it happened in that one run like 3 times. I finally had to take the fucking gloves off. Because it's like they were obviously not serving me any purpose if they're always on the cooldown and they break my armor randomly. You know, it's just like, it's whack. They're good gloves, though. But it sucks to only be reliable in solo.
An agent has left your group. Another agent has joined your group.
My dog's crying. You do? You get scavenge skills still? Is that even on our directives? Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. You no fuck me, I fuck you. Tempted to do a little bit of countdown, but let's go down here. Actually, I might switch over to my new account. I mean, my mule character. We got to make progress on that. We got a full month, but I feel like it's just gonna creep up on us. You know what I mean? It's probably be a better use of my time here. Quit being a crybaby. Yeah, and then I like how he apologizes first, but he doesn't hold back at all, right? I mean, it was a solid fucking right to his face.
I've been told we're just about ready to reactivate the Shade Network.
You guys ready to reactivate some Shade networks?
Going in. They'll be waiting for you in the control room.
Take a look at what I've got.
Safe area detected.
So do you think they're gonna put a whole new wall in maybe Brooklyn to host the masks, right? There's no extra hook in here. They must have fixed that. Let's go turn this on. Strategic Homeland Division Network. Reconnecting to remote nodes. Yeah, baby. Isaac is online.
Just a few moments ago, the Shade Network was restored. nationwide. For division agents still struggling to hold this country together, and all of you fighting alongside them, or laboring day and night to support them from here, this is the turning point, where desperate hope becomes bold conviction. You have already overcome impossible odds. Thanks to you, good people in this city are starting to feel safe again, and our enemies are running scared. I say it's time we kick them out of their castles, to make it clear to those who stand with us, and those who would stand against us, that we will not hesitate. We will not compromise. We will never surrender. We will bear any sacrifice and secure victory at any cost.
All right. That was a little bit of XP too. That was a mission. I need you guys to look a little busier. So let's see here. Our bench is good. Clan, barber, bounties, new projects. Where are we at with you, dude?
Hello.
Got a few things to unlock here. Okay, we're on points.
See ya.
See you. All right, so we did all of this, right? So we're down to side missions. That's right, we're working our way to District Union Arena. Which was 26, and we are 23.
What can I do for you? That filled my inventory. Thank you. I'm happy.
Welcome, buddy. All right, let's head this way, and I think we'll eventually take on some hyenas. I mean, we could probably do it, but let's go get that. Okay, new players, new players. Let's get you guys loaded up here. So at this stage, we basically have everything leveled up. The only real thing we're missing is our specialization. So we want to complete our strongholds to get those. Basically get to level 30. So that's our real next step, is to get to level 30.
Hostile control
I don't know if it's I mean, it must be possible without doing strongholds, but that's the way we're gonna do it. Right on, Skitoots. We just switched gears, so we went from Manhunt to new player experience. So I'm doing a gameplay walkthrough. This will be like day 5. Oh, that's right. Forgot we equipped this little fucking beast. This is the gun we should be playing with. It is a little monster. Chugga 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 chugga. Okay, so we're after a little box. Looks like it.
We've got the hyenas spooked. Their entire council is gathered at the stronghold.
You sure we're ready to take down the council?
They're scared. We've done a lot of damage already. We can neuter them for good.
Recognize this place. Whoa, did I go the wrong way? Oh, this is right. Each invaded gives 5 specialization points. Right on.
This is a chance to wipe out the hyena leadership in one decisive blow. Get in there and hunt them down. Every last one of them.
Gotta switch my fucking skills. It bugs me that they're backwards. I'm so lazy, I probably won't do it.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Oh my god.
Agent killed.
Yeah, that's why you gotta be a little bit closer in level. She was hard to kill. You feel it when you get a yellow and a red. You feel that you're underpowered. Oh, we're fucking close though. Let's go do this activity real quick. Of course, it's an elite territory control. All right, let's do it. Oh, fuck, they're all elites. That's not so bad.
Detecting additional
Yeah, they're not
contacts. Incoming hostiles detected.
Can't see.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Heinous snipers. Their sniper turrets hit so fucking hard. They're really annoying. The grenadiers aren't that bad either. They land those shots. Well, I can't land the shot.
Access key detected. Vital signs critical.
right. Get some points. Well, all right. And gear. Level 23. All right, that was a good loot up. Oh, that's mean, right? That's just mean. Look at our little thingamabob. Yeah, so did any of you guys see the Dune Awakening gameplay? It's a little rough, but it's looking pretty cool. I think they have some refining to do, and from the sounds of it, the gunplay isn't hitting that hard, but the gunplay is a little bit, or how should I say, like not as much the main focus, because it's also a survival game. I mean, it's a shooter, but more of a looter, if that makes sense. It leans more on that looter side. You actually construct your base, right? So it's got all those elements to it, which is really cool. And you build vehicles. You build like a motorbike for the desert. There are PvP elements, but they're like limited to certain areas of the map. Like when you're raiding crash ships, they have ships that are crashing from orbit, which is really fucking cool, and then you can scavenge them. It looks like a really cool game, I gotta say. Just gotta say it. I gotta. There we go. That should be our level. Yeah, I like those kind of games. It depends, you know. I like building things. It depends on how grand you can go. That's what I liked about Starfield, is it had those elements to it, you know. And you could get real fucking grand. I mean, I had crazy bases built. I love building out bases, you know. I mean, I would, if they had that as part of the Division 2, I would totally do it. You know what I mean? Like if there was, you can build your own base of operations, like truly build it instead of them fake building it for you, you know. I was like, oh, I missed out on all that experience, you know? I feel like they take it away from me, you know? When they do that. Customize it, you know? It's more the RPG stuff, though, yeah. It's just one more. I don't want that to be like the main focus of the game. You know, like I said, like I'm here for the combat, right? The action, but sure does help, you know, for variety, adding variety into the game, you know. So okay, we're 24, so that should be enough power, but we don't quite have 24 gear yet, so hopefully we get some good drops early on. Yeah, the game's a little rough though, and that's the part where, I mean, it's still early. It's still, what was it, a beta test? Maybe even an alpha? So there's still ways to go on it, but it's one of the other things though is it's got that Arc Raiders vibe, right? Where you're dystopian desert future. Well, Arc Raiders isn't really in the desert, but and then at least we got a couple of good third-person options. Man, this industry loves their first-person games, don't they, man? I don't mind first person. I just find third person so much more exciting. You know, I enjoy first person games too, but I don't know why they just seem so a little more. I mean, in theory, you're supposed to get a better gameplay, gunplay experience, I should say, out of first person, right? But the sandworms, yeah, the sandworms will wipe you though. That sucks, right? Sandworms wipe you, so if the sandworm eats you, you lose all your stash. What up, Chris? Good to see you back, man. Oh, I got dizzy. Fuck.
Agent. Deceased.
God, it's so nice having story mode like this. Look at that. Sends you back one checkpoint. I could do that. Sometimes I wonder why I don't just play on like challenging mode. You know? You just really get fucking super crazy with your builds and shit. Yeah, new mule and just do a new player walkthrough. Help people see the gameplay and figure out this game is something they want to jump into. So many options out there. I think it's good for people to see this level of the game instead of just the end game stuff. It's, if you think about it from an outside perspective, what would you think if you saw the Division from an end game perspective? If you're like, oh, I wonder about this Division 2 game. Let me check it out. You see the streamer and he's, you know, fighting the White Tusk and they take 1,000 bullets to the face. You work up to that, you know? You work up to, there's levels of pain in the Division 2. You don't throw it all at you at once. No, endgame is cool, but the reality is, I think, like, the missions, they did a really good job on the missions in this game, you know? We forget that as endgame players because we're so bored of them. As a new player, I think this was what would suck you in, you know? You'd play the campaign, play it solo, and experience it. That's why, like, I don't know the strategy about jump in, boost to 40, get right into the DLC. And, like, I mean, that's important for friends. It's good to have the option, so no doubt, no doubt. But if you're gonna come play this game, man, you'd be missing out. I feel that. If you skip the campaign, man, you'd miss out. Yeah, we are. There's spoilers out there on the new named items. There is a new named item. It is a weapon.
You can give him shit about it if we all live through this. Right now, I need you to do whatever you can with whatever you got.
All right,
just one. There's a lot of gear coming in next season. I thought there was an enemy up here. But yeah, it looks like by defeating the Hunter quest, you're gonna get a new weapon. I think it looks pretty good. The downside is, I mean, it's another option. great. But the downside is we're gonna have so many other good weapons next season. I think it might be shadowed a little bit by those. Accuracy is so much better than mine. That's why you're watching that. Just get a nice level of base stats that you just don't have at this level. Purple! Got a purple! It's a wyvern. Fruit basket! Oh, on Uplay? I don't know how that works, man. That sounds confusing. You buy it on Steam and you have it on Uplay, will you still get a play?
Local power offline. Circuit breaker detected.
I don't think that's how it works, right, guys? I mean, because Ubisoft Connect, like, even if you're on Ubisoft Connect, I don't think it backs up your data so they can go cross platform, for example, because I think that's technically what that is, even though you're playing on PC. I wouldn't count on it. If you did, awesome, but you know what I mean, I wouldn't count on it. Plus they have new bundles coming out. That shouldn't affect old bundles, but just so you know, if you're gonna buy anything, yeah, they should have made it available early, right? Because I mean, it makes it kind of confusing. Like, if you want to be like, yeah, I'm gonna play the Division 2 because of Brooklyn, and then there's this ultimate bundle that's going to give you Division 2, Warlords, and Brooklyn plus 1,000 credits, and then you're like, well, it's not available yet, though. That sucks. Maybe it is available. You just can't have access to the DLC. Has anybody seen? It's on Steam, huh? Yeah, we don't have shit over here. Right on, Marky. Yeah, that's a good one, man. It's a beast. It's a beast. Are you running it with the Night Watcher mask, or did you decide to go a different route? I can't fucking land a shot with this rifle. I just have to hold the trigger down and trust. Yeah, they're saying it's on Steam, so you got that going for you, huh? Level 24, SIG. Some stability, that'll help. Ooh, that's nice. Wow, that's sick looking skin, huh? Biohazard. It's a high, an outcast skin. It's nice. Yeah, it's a good trade-off. It is a good trade-off. Those gloves are just, I feel like I like them because they give you crits, you get the weapon damage, and then you just, if it, you know, you got this free talent, you know, for your gloves, which just feels cool. Like the knees, like the turmoils. Hit me. Oh. Lucky bounce that fucking grenade had, huh?
We're set up in the mall. They're not getting through here. Don't die, motherfucker. Not a chance.
Oh, sniper. Do you have a talent? Ooh, in sync, he does. Yeah, yeah. You know we're gonna run it. Now we're having fun, folks. Now we're having fun. Really? I don't have a mod for that. Weak. Yeah, they got to get those out, man. I mean, we had a patch last night. What did they fix last night? They just gave us the new bundles. That's all they. I feel like the patches are just to release new cosmetics. At least somebody's doing their job. Shit.
Signs critical.
God, they have such perfect fucking angles on you all the time. They got those special see-through bushes goggles too. Oh. Those ones. God damn it, I can't get the... Ooh, you dropped it. Got lit on the tower. Oh, it's hitting his drum. Oh, yeah, using it. You can two-shot me. It's not gonna come out, huh? They got that special, I know I'm in scope, radar. As soon as you come out, perfect timing, huh? He's got it all worked out.
Still there, sweetie? Hello? Fuck. Everybody get yourselves ready. This situation
Dark.
is serious.
Oh no, yeah, they don't have cross save. Do you have the PlayStation? Dark, it's not worth it if you have the PlayStation. I mean, your collection of stuff, I mean, it could be mentally refreshing, but if it's a big deal for you to have that expertise, well, you could should be able to refund, right? Did you have expertise? I think that's what it comes down to, really. You know, because gear, even if you have unicorns, like, really, who cares? There's going to be new gear. I mean, I don't care if I lose my unicorns at this stage, you know, personally. I mean, it's almost, I almost see it as refreshing to delete everything, exotics and everything. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, I guess the only ones I wouldn't delete are the raid exotics, and I don't even fucking use them. So even if I did delete them, oh well, you know. Well, you don't have to do early game level. I mean, sort of. Well, I guess, let me clarify. You're going to have the level 40 boost, so you can go straight to level 40, and then it's your watch points, but they have these 5x XP events. You can get your watch in a weekend. Only dropping weapons, huh? That fucking shotgun's looking pretty good. Let's go SMG shotgun, shall we? I wanted this shotgun like 2 days ago. Well, the level 40 boost is coming with the DLC. So it's just probably not available yet. I mean, it's only saving you 5 hours if you're efficient. 4 hours, 3 hours.
Diesel, where are you? The garage. Just stop those assholes, all right? Of course I will. Now fuck off and let me work.
Yeah, it's a nice thing to have. I'll you know. I don't know why I would need it. I don't need it. You know? But yeah, I mean, I do my mules in about 3.5, 4 hours. I do the traditional way. I did the Dark Zone way. I didn't really feel like it was that much faster. but they've changed it a few times, so I try not to use other people. I know you can do it faster in groups, but you know, I'm trying to demonstrate things for people, and so many people don't have that luxury to call their friends. So I don't do it with friends, so I can show them how to do it without friends. But yeah, if you have the homies, call them the homies. Oh, I forgot about this.
Serious trauma detected.
Forgot there was a big ass dude over there. That hard to kill, Diesel. Bet you're bringing your friends, though, aren't you? Shotgun we needed like a couple of days ago, man.
Immediate medical assistance
Oh
needed.
no! Oh, I saw that coming. I got
Agent
fucking
killed.
stuck in that car. Diesel, you big inbred son of a bitch. Yeah, so I mean, I guess if you have no if you have no turning back, I wouldn't feel too bad about it. If you have no way of turning back, you know, it'd be a little nice, refreshing experience. The question is, do you wait for the DLC to start because you can have level 40? I would say no. You know, I would just say to get started, start farming, countdown. There's a couple of hurry up and get to level 40, and then I think there's probably still 1 or 2 XP events. There's definitely some global, what do you call them? Global events to help you get all your exotics. I mean, if you can do global events, then you have all your exotics back in no time. You know, you're not gonna have exotic components. It'll be difficult to level up. You know, you're gonna have resource issues and all that. But Countdown will handle most of that for you. And you're gonna be using Countdown to create your builds anyways. So it can be done efficiently.
Vital signs critical.
Damn it.
Serious trauma detected.
Got this guy here. Look at this chain.
Only good agents, a dead agent.
Really? He's almost dead. Or does he not have an armor bar?
Diesel, what's going on down there? Diesel, are you dead too, you inbred son of a bitch? Everybody get to the arena, now!
Look, he shit his pants. Big inbred son of a bitch. Looks like an average Joe. Yeah, like Comrade is saying, yeah. Just create those key builds, man. The way the new DLC is written.
Airborne toxins at unsafe levels. Filters failing. Air filter function restored. Air quality acceptable.
Because the story missions you can only play once, and they're going to be on story mode, so there's that. And then you're going to have all the other ones you can replay on higher difficulties. It's a separate story than the Manhunt. So it's almost like a parallel universe, I feel.
Listen up. We got devils in our house and they mean to kill us all. Stand and fight.
Let's kill the council, folks.
Stand and fight.
Yeah, Refactor's been nice.
Airborne toxins at unsafe levels.
It's a nice cozy. It's a nice cozy shooter. Reminds me of Muffin Go-Go. Muffin a Go-Go. I've been making fun of that game lately because YouTube keeps advertising it to me. You guys know what I'm talking about? You get that advertisement? Muffin a Go-Go. It's got this fake YouTube streamer on it, you know? I fucking hate when they do that. Yeah, I can tell when they're fake, right? This guy's not real. I'm not buying it, man. You can even do it on the toilet. He says it like he's so fucking clever. Ooh, good one. That was so funny, man. On the toilet. Would have never thought of that. So edgy. So edgy. He said toilet. You know? That was not fun. No, I hate those fake YouTuber commercials though, where they put a fake streamer on. You're like, am I supposed to know who this guy is? Like,
Immediate medical assistance needed.
like, why isn't there a link to his YouTube page? Why does he have a YouTube page? You know what I mean? He's a streamer without a YouTube page? I mean, that's crazy, right? Funny how grenades are so much more useful in early game content. Same with some weapon talents and stuff like that you don't normally use, like leadership and stuff like that. Not being good at this early. I wondered. I was, you know. It had me thinking for a while where I was like, you know, how we complain about these dead talents and nobody uses these talents. And then I realized at one point, you know what, they actually work. When I was replaying the mission, I was like, they actually work in the mission. So I think that's why they don't delete them. You know, because it's still working there early game.
The equipment those bastards were hoarding.
Like designated hitter or whatever.
The theater settlement will be able to rest a little easier now.
All right, guys. We did our first stronghold. I guess that kind of count. 24 FAMAS level 24. Yeah, we'll take that. Muffin Go-Go. Getting some gold gear now too. Level 25 LMG. Not really necessary. I like that we have talents though. I mean, might be able to make something work with this shotgun. Go put on pummel. Even the Optimus on shotguns feels good. The PTS is not live anymore. Ended on Monday, Sunday night. But it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Acceptable. Okay, where's the... There was a flag here. What does it want me to do?
Oh, hey.
We almost got all of our skills.
Bye.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to do another one. They didn't give us any heads up on this one. So...
For the next 24 hours. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Well, I don't have very many talents here for shotguns. I haven't really built out my level 30 library. So I guess we're gonna have to hold on transferring the talent to that. That's fine. It's strong enough, I guess.
Hey, you looking for
Oh,
something
maybe this is a
special?
bench upgrade. Mask. What are we looking at here? This ability to craft a random brand mask. Okay, we unlocked that. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea. It's just that they didn't have any major rebalancing. A lot of the stuff was kind of not there, right? Like the cover wasn't really there. The mobile cover. Reinforced cover. I mean, our PTSs are kind of weird, you know. Part of it is just to say, hey, look, this is what you're going to get, you know. The feedback is really... They don't seem to really accept major feedback. It's sort of like, does it work or does it not work? And then that's the feedback they're looking for. You know, is there a bug? Let's fix it. And then the overpowered stuff. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to do that. I kind of have a feeling they've been using that over the last couple of seasons, you know? Like they're letting the overpowered stuff ride, and then they'll come back and they'll be like, we'll nerf it in 6 months. You know what I mean? I mean, because how is it getting through, right? I mean, come on. I mean, are you trying to tell me that you didn't think 87% weapon damage is going to be a fucking overpowered thing? I mean, right? You know what I mean? And the non-perfect version is 80%. Even the non-perfect one is like crazy, right? I mean, what do you guys think the philosophy is there? I mean, how do you take off how do you take Cheska? How do you rebalance Cheska from 10% to 8%? And then give us an assault rifle that has 87% weapon damage on it. How does that happen? What up, Anthony? What's the philosophy, is my point. What's the logic? I mean, are they really that disconnected? It's possible, but I would like to have at least one other working theory. You know what I mean? Like... Right on, Aquino. Yeah. I'm looking forward to doing more First Descendant, man. I got my ear to the ground on what they're working on over there. I log in every day. But I'm just kind of at the stage where, like, nobody really needs any help on the First Descendant. And, you know, I feel like some of the people that are still making First Descendant videos, they're like, they're overkilling it a little bit. You know, I'm glad that somebody's doing something there or there, though. But, like, you know, it's just like the game isn't, it's not their fault, but the game isn't hard enough. You know, it's just like that guy. What was his name? He left. Cowl or something like that. Yeah, the game isn't hard, and I was kind of like, I was baffled while he was, you know, calling people idiots and making, you know, these fix your Joe Schmo build, whatever. It's just like, the game's not fucking hard. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You know what I mean? Just, why don't you just, instead of going through all the fucking science of it all, just say, hey, here's the most optimal build. Trust me, you know? just do that. Look, I'm demonstrating it. It's slaughtering everything. Who gives a fuck about 2% more weapon damage? You know what I mean? It's just like, this one's got 2% more weapon damage than that other content creators build over there. That guy's a fucking asshole. I mean, that's how he would talk. It's just like, geez, dude, the game isn't that serious. It's just like, who gives a shit about an extra 2% weapon damage? You're slaughtering at the shittiest build you can make. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of, we want to get there, but the game isn't. My point is, like, if the game was, I would love if the game was there, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like, I made a feedback post the other day on X or something like that, saying like, hey, Blair's pretty cool. Like, I like him, right? He's fun. He's okay. You know what I mean? But I don't have a reason to run him really over. I mean, like, why would I? What's his X factor? He doesn't really have one. He's just the fire dude. And we got a poison girl, and then we got an ice girl, and we got another ice girl, and then we got a vampire kind of girl. You know what I mean? Like, but like, so he's an AOE guy, but so is Sharon. So is, what's her name? Inez. So is Freyna. So I mean, just so everybody's, you know what I mean? Everybody has it. Like, why just another? What's his thing? You know, what's his thing? You know, what's separate different? So that's just like, so I feel like he needs an X factor. So I gave him some, you know, my notes, and I was saying to keep him, he's actually not that competitive either. I was running a mission, I think this morning, and you know, it's an OP build, not hard to make, right? I'm running it. Everybody's running it. And but when you use the flamethrower, those ice snipers that shoot you with the ice and they freeze you, they'll shoot right through your fucking flamethrower, and you can't even really see them, so you don't know if you're in range or not to them. You know what I mean? And so you have to kind of zigzag and jump up and down to try to avoid those shots, but they're almost unavoidable. They almost get you every time. You know, in those tight little dungeons where they put 400 dudes in a single room, you get frozen a lot. Now, that doesn't happen to me when I'm running Inez or Sharon or Freyna or anybody else. It's really rare. Now, I'll survive it. I won't die, but, like, you know what I mean? Luckily, but it's really annoying. You know, he gets caught by that fucking ice sniper a lot, you know? And so I gave feedback. I was saying, look, he needs to be able to, when he's doing his flamethrower, he needs to be able to refresh his ground fire, you know, but he's locked into that animation, so he can't refresh. And so it's annoying because you'll build into durations, and you have such a long duration on your flamethrower that your fire puddles, whatever you call those, you know, will run out of duration. and you can't reignite them until your flamethrower is done, or you have to cancel your flamethrower to reignite your football. You know, so you're kind of having to choose one or the other in many times in the same room. And it's not about winning, because you're still winning, but I'm just saying, like, if you build that in, he'll be more, how do you say? He'll be more competitive at clearing rooms with speed as the other ones, like Inez and Freyna and everybody else. You know, there are these little things, like he should be able to maybe even do his grappling hook while doing the flamethrower, you know? And you know, his hands are locked forward, I get that, but they can rework the animation. Little things like that, you know? And of course, somebody comments, skill issue. You know, it's just like, and I don't want to be mean and say like, you don't need any skill to use this game, but you don't need any skill to use the game. You know what I mean? It's just like, skill issue. It's just like, I'm sorry, did I hurt your feelings? Because I gave feedback on your man crush? I don't get it. Like, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, man. Like, fuck, you know? Pause. I didn't say the guy sucked or anything like that. I was just saying, you know, he needs this, he needs that, he needs more range. He needs more range built in so that you could free up some mods and do other things with those mods, you know. But he just comes out as another crypt build Descendant. We've seen those 100 times, you know. Yeah, Lepic has a hard time to play Burn. Yeah. Yeah, I love Vacuum Lepic. Have you tried it with the new flamethrower beam rifle? It's insane. Because it's got like, what is like a 1500 pierce value or something like that. So what you could do is toss out your vacuum grenade, suck them all in. But as they're coming in, toss out another vacuum grenade. And as they're coming in, toss out another. Just keep doing back to back until you get the whole room in this giant fucking ball of flesh. And you take out that flamethrower and go right fucking through them, you know? The shotgun's still underpowered though. It works, but you know, if you just swap out real quick to your Malevolent, you could do it all just even easier. You know what I mean? Like, that's the sad part. It's like a lot of people say, oh, Serena's overpowered. She is, but like the Malevolent is also a very overpowered weapon. You can put that in anybody's hands, and they're gonna clear that fucking room with ease. Nobody ever mentions that, you know? Nobody ever mentions that gun is so fucking overpowered, you know? Yeah, you can't see shit when you're using this third, yeah. Anyways, I mean, he comes up pretty good, but like, I don't know. He's not exciting. Like, how does Sharon... No, wait, what's her name? Not Sharon. Serena. How does Serena come out so exciting? And like, oh my God, I mean, she's the talk of the town. And Blair just comes out like, yeah, he fucking works. I mean, look at all the videos that people were like, is Blair, you know. I mean, nobody really wants to talk trash about him because people are so sensitive about feedback on Descendants. You know what I mean? So, but you can tell there's like, you know, and everybody's videos, like the ones that are really into giving feedback, they've all said, yeah, you know, he's pretty good. He works, you know. He's not the fastest Descender or anything like that. But the truth is, he's not very fucking exciting either. He's about as entertaining as fucking Bunny, you know, just run in circles and leave a fire trail. I mean, that's fucking boring as shit. Yeah, they need to work on that shit. They really couldn't afford to have him fall flat, you know. Yeah. I tried building a Blair gun build, And that's very underwhelming. You know what I mean? I mean, I can get him to 100% crit chance. That's fucking amazing. By the way, with the ATAMs, it's pretty fun. If you just need a... Because Serena's pretty cool, but she doesn't get it to 100%, right? And so it's still a hit or miss. But with him, you can get the ATAMs to 100%, so you're guaranteed that crit to take down the Colossus. So he's actually a pretty good Colossus build. Because the ATAMs are strong enough, and then you get his crit chance to 100%, and you're good to go. Well, Glay doesn't get to 100% crit. So, like, I mean, Haley gets up there, right? Does she get it to 100%? I can't remember. I haven't used her in, like, ages. But, like, Glay doesn't get it to 100%, right? So, if you're at... And I know they all have crit resistance, obviously, so you're not likely going to get 100% anyways, but... Like when I ran it with Serena, you know, sometimes you wouldn't get the crit and it'd be annoying, right? Then you have to switch weapons, float in the air, blow them up with your assault rifle or something like that. And now you have this horrible 15-second kill time. Horrible 15-second kill. Yeah, but his thing is, like, if you're trying to use him in a dungeon and to keep your crits up, I mean, his time to kill is amazing. I mean, with that flamethrower, so I built a 100% crit with that flamethrower and a bunch of multi-hit damage, all that shit, you know. And you lay that fire down, you get that, you just touch them, literally touch them with the flame. You don't even need, I mean, the biggest of heavy dudes, those big, like, giant robots that slam electricity on the ground, you just touch them with the flame and they die. Touch them. Fastest time to kill I've seen out of anybody, even Serena. Except it's tedious as fuck because you have to, like, you know what I mean? You have to you have to, you know, keep your fire going, right? And the flamethrower needs a buff. That's the other thing too. I mean, yeah. I don't know. There's something weird about it. I can't put my finger on it. Basically, he doesn't have the AoE. It kind of comes down to that, because if you build into his weapon build, you take away all his AoE, and then you have in certain circumstances you get overrun. There's too many enemies for you to point at, even though you're really fucking strong. Oh my god, Sigma Sector! I'm gonna blow my brains out, bro. Way too much Sigma Sector. Because why? Because why, right? Well, that's where all the fucking external components are. That's where all the blueprints were. That's where you get all of your proficiency, whatever, experience for your tuning. You know what I mean? It's just like, God. Any content, I mean, and it is cool content. The Void Vessel's cool. But when it's the only thing to do, and then they lock something behind it that you have to farm, they murder that fucking mission. They murder it. Because it is a really good design. I think it's nice. It's fun. And now it isn't. Yeah, one new thing run it 10 million times. So I'm glad they're doing what they're doing. You know, it's just 50 days is a long time to wait, right? So I'm glad they're doing it, though. We'll see at PAX, huh? I think it's May 11th. We'll see what they got to show us. Man, it better fucking hit hard, because that game has got a lot of potential. Such a good potential. It's a lot of fun. When it hits, you know? And it's okay if it's casual. It doesn't have to be my full-time game. Oops, sorry. It doesn't have to be my full-time game. You know what I mean? It's cool if it's casual. I'm okay with that, you know? But it's still got to be fucking worthy. You can't just be like, logging in to get my XP points and I'm going to stand in the lobby for an hour. You know. The whole collector mentality is just stupid. People play games because they want to collect things. They want all the characters and they want to get their weapon and they want to beef it up and then have nothing to fucking do with it. That is not right. That's not right. You know what I mean? they got that last part wrong. Like, yeah, we collect everything because that's what you do with looters, but we want the shooter part too, right? Like, it's a looter shooter. Anyways, everybody, I better cut it because I got some shit to do. I want to make sure I'm fresh for tomorrow so we can work on some other stuff. We'll stream tomorrow too. I'm not sure what time I'll be streaming. It might be an afternoon stream so I can early evening stream so I can work on videos in the morning. I got to finish this gamer music playlist. But hey, if you guys have a second, man, I'd really appreciate you posting what builds you're looking forward to running for the master climax mission, which is going to be next week. So I want to do that video for Friday. So if you guys have any ideas, post them at that link. Go to the build showcase channel on Discord, post them there. Appreciate you all. Catch you later. Peace.